New advanced technology is currently growing at a rapid pace to improve the doctor-patient experience. Nuance Dragon Ambient Experience, or DAX, the first fully automated clinical documentation solution, was implemented earlier this year at the University of Michigan Health West and has been so successful that they're expanding the adoption of the technology to their entire primary care group. And patients agree that the system has made their visits feel more personable. Here are Lance Owens, Chief Medical Information Officer, University of Michigan Health West, Josh Wilda, Chief Digital and Information Officer, University of Michigan Health West, and Ken Harper, VP and GM, Healthcare Virtual Assistants and Ambient Clinical Intelligence, Nuance Communications, to tell us more. Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Good morning.
Can you explain how clinical documentation works?
Sure. Clinical documentation is actually the account of any interaction that a patient would have with their provider or the healthcare system in general. Those interactions generate a tremendous amount of data, and that data needs to be put in what we call the note, and that is the account of what happened at that visit. And those notes are put currently into an electronic medical record, and that accumulation of notes really kind of tells the story of the patient, and really I think showcases the cruciality of the doctor-patient relationship. And we used to do this in many different ways, and all of those ways were a provider responsibility of getting the information into the note. And now with this new technology, I can sit and have a very relaxed, face-to-face, honest, empathic conversation with my patient and know that in the background, all that data is getting captured and be putting in the note for me.
What are the benefits for physicians and patients using this technology?
So instead of the technology that's in the room these days with the computer getting in the way, pulling the attention from the provider, it really makes sure that the tool is actually being used to enhance that relationship. So with this technology, it does sit in the background as opposed to being in the forefront of that relationship. So patients and providers are able to focus on each other again. It also gives the provider more time to be what we all want them to be as patients, that caregiver to us, using all their brain power to helping us be better health and well-being. It helps them run the practice. It helps them really manage the care that we want them to do. As we often say, providers did not go to school to be high-paid data processors. They went to school to learn how they can be the best professions to help us in our care. We want them to use the technology to enhance that care. We don't want it to be a burden for them. And so what this technology allows that to do is listen in the background, have that connection happen in that exam room, and all of us as patients have the confidence that that conversation is being captured, is being referenced, and in a conversational sort of way, that it's not translated of what the conversation was. It is our words together in that room as the care team and the patient. And so it's revolutionizing to what we want from care. We want it to be trust, impactful, an intimate relationship, not something that's focused on technology.
Can you share examples of how it's positively affected the healthcare experience in real-world settings?
Yeah, I could give you many, many examples. As a daily user of this tool, I could give many examples, but I really think the important piece is just understanding that, most of the time we're involved in our patients' lives at a fairly inopportune time. They're sick, they're tired, they're scared, they're dying, or really they have no idea what's going on. And most of the time the interactions are unfortunately, some sort of traumatic event or chronic disease. And this technology just really allows me, again, to sit and just help the patient, guide them through this event that they're going through.
Where can we find out more?
Yeah, so Nuance DAX, Dragon Ambient Experience, that's the solution powering this. If you go to nuance.com/ambient, you can find out a lot more in terms of the impact we're seeing across hundreds of organizations for providers, for patients, and healthcare organizations as a whole.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.